Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Will. Thank you so much. This is Little Log Cabin. So this was for a while a beer brewery that I really want to check out because they're a side project or sister brewery, according to the website of Tired Hands. So just the same brewery, but just a different brand. I actually don't know exactly why they produced this. Um, I think it was. I think it was more. I mean, I don't understand. Was it for the smaller? I actually don't even know because they produce hazy IPAs, hazy double IPAs, and mixed fermentation stuff. So like, it doesn't really make sense to make another hazy double IPA brewery, whatever. So this is a hazy double IPA, 7.5%. Um, it's called a little log cabin. It's Crush double IPA. So Crush with a K is actually a relatively new hop, HBC 586. It's gonna have all those like similar kind of New England hazy kind of notes to it. Lactose, oats, wheat. Let's check the guy out. Ooh, interesting. Not that hazy. I could definitely already tell from the pour. It's very fresh. Jeez. Jeez. About a month. Yeah. Wow. But yeah, not that hazy. Um, Partially probably because of the hops. So the hop might not be a that haze stable of a hop. And you can see beer comes in a medium gold color, but it is definitely not completely opaque. It honestly looks like a, you know what this sort of looks like? This is what old hazy IPA used to look like. Yeah, it used to have a little deeper color, but like it was never that milky. You could actually, it was hazy, but like you could see your finger through it, and like, yeah, so it's like a medium plus haze at best. Yeah, Crush. Let's check out Crush. Smells good. Whoa. See, this is also a little bit what an old hazy IPA sort of smelled like. Um, nice. It's candied. It's got this beautiful what do you call them? The kids eat them. They come in the fruit cup like tangerines or whatever. Like those fruit slices where they're so sweet and just drippingly sweet. Yeah, wow. Loads of that. Whoa. Like it exactly reminds me of. I'm thinking like back to like, geez, like old school Top and Glide King Sue, and old school Hill Farmstead, Society Solitudes, and Abner. Jesus, wow, wow, big candied citrus aromatics with the whole syrup in there. A little bit of like peach, yeah, peach pieces in there too. Maybe a little bit of pineapple. A little bit of like light sweet biscuity malt. Like, wow, this smells. It's a time machine of aroma and appearance. I know what to expect. I'm like freaking out right now. Like it's a time machine of beer. I don't remember last time I sort of had this kind of reminder of a beer. Mm-hmm. Yeah, not as like boom, but like a little bit of that. It sort of makes me angry. Like it's not that mind blowing, but like I know for a fact breweries can do this. Like again, it's not the most incredible hazy double IPA blah blah I've had, but if they all can taste sort of like this, it would just be a game changer. Like right, like just make it more explosive and do what you can do. This is what it used to taste like. So if you were lucky enough to get this can, you've literally dated yourself about. You've taken a time machine for about. Jeez, Christ, we're talking about like 10 years. 10 years. This is what it used to look like, smell like, and taste like. Honestly, my mind should be blown. Oh my god. I just remember. I just remember. I just remember. Oh, jeez, it's so good. It's so good. So this is what Old Hazy IPA used to taste like. So how do I describe it? Just like a note, it's big, candied, tropical, and citrus, and all that. So big notes of it, just the fruit cups going on for days. It's that fruit cup tangerine thing, a little bit of the peaches, maybe a little bit of the pineapple in there, but really leaning towards a little bit of the tangerine peaches for sure. A little bit of touch of maybe like a papaya, a good amount of papaya in there. Um, a little bit of like light malt character, lightly biscuity. Um, or maybe it's the colors teaching me that. It's not pale, doughy, and almost like flowery. It has a little bit of light touch malt character to it. The beer maybe lacks a little bit of bitterness, but has a little bit of lingering bitterness to it. You also taste a little bit of softness of the water. Like it doesn't come off chalky. It just comes off smooth. And it's 7.5%, right? Yeah, it's 7.5%, double IPA. It has no hint of that other than a little hint of alcohol on the back end. And so it's just a big, like, citrus candy bomb with none of these, like, none of the polyphenols, none of, you don't even need the chunky chew. Like, the early hazy IPAs didn't even have any of that. They mentioned they have, like, wheat, oats, or whatever, and, like, maybe some lactose in there. I think the early version didn't even have any of that, and this tastes like it didn't have any of that, which is good. Like, I don't want to taste it at all. So use those ingredients, whatever you want to do to make it happen. But they weren't doing it back then. This tastes like it doesn't even have that. Wow. This is the time. This has to be one of the best. Like, I have to give credit to this beer, right? Because I don't know what they did to make this beer taste like this, but yeah. It's not even the most mind blowing beer. Like, I know for a fact that they could have made it like even crazier. It could have been a little bit more explosive. But this is what it used to taste like. Wow. Speechless. Speechless. 100 out of 100. 100 out of 100. This has to go down as one of the best beers of the year. It just has to. Cuz it just needs to be a lesson to the audience out there and hopefully some brewers and somebody listening to this beer, these reviews or whatever. Probably not many industry people do, but this is literally what I remember. And to think that I was crazy. Like, so many years, like, it's like, oh, it doesn't taste right. Oh, this doesn't taste right. Oh, it doesn't taste right. And like, just know that, like, yeah, this is what it tasted like. It's a little log cabin. Good for you. Good luck to Tired Hands. You had some terrible beers out there, but this one is just freaking amazing. Wow, wow, and has a little bit of like myrcene kind of dank thing too. That's the thing I didn't mention. As it warms up, it has a little like the spruce tip, kind of like dankness to it, like a piney action. It's so smooth and drinkable, and it doesn't have to. Again, like it doesn't have to be chalky. It doesn't have to like feel like you're eating a. It's like sometimes it feels like you're eating like a piece of bread with your beer, like like and not even like good bread, like white bread, like pale white bread. Here it just the better analogy is more like eating a piece of brioche with like fruit salad on top of it, which is a lot more attractive to me than eating like Wonder Bread, grass, and chalk. Blah blah. So, 100 out of 100. That is insane. That's gonna be one of the best beers of the year. That is just such a time machine of beer. Just, early in the review, I was like, oh no, it's gonna be mind blowing. This is mind blowing. Cheers. Thank you, Will. This was an amazing time. I can't wait to text you about this beer because this is so good.